Yo, what is going on, guys? Aatrizy here. So I wanted to do a short video since a lot of my recent comments on my last two recent videos. A lot of you guys have been asking, what runes and builds should I be going in set on my Talon games and stuff like that, and I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. Now, there is two certain builds that I would recommend for any new Talon players or current Talon players that are struggling to find a good build for Talon. So the first one, as you guys are seeing right now, is the first strike setup, okay? So the idea with this setup is you're going for more of an assassin one-shot playstyle with Talon. I know a lot of people that play Talon prefer that playstyle because inherently he is an assassin. So, you will get a lot of enjoyment just going for the enemy AD carry and just one-shotting them. Or let's say you get one or two kills on the mid lane and he's out, trying to sail in by himself. You catch him on the glide and you go for the flower combo and one-shot him. A lot of people tend to enjoy that playstyle, and that's what First Strike is going to help you do, right? Now, just before I explain the runes and why I take them, I just want to quickly say Electrocute is not bad. However, it just doesn't give you a lot of gold compared to First Strike. First Strike just gives you so much gold, and the fact that it just helps you get that extra aim in lane where you otherwise wouldn't just gives you so much superiority with Electrocute. And just to let you guys know also, next patch Electrocute is getting the worst nerf out of all the runes in the game, because I think there's like 8 to 10 different runes being nerfed for next patch, and Electrocute is the worst one. So if anything, this just shows you why you need to run First Strike. So obviously your main keystone is going to be First Strike. You then want to take Magical Footwear, and the reason why Magical Footwear is so OP, I say this to everyone, I think Magical Footwear is arguably the top 2 best runes in the game that you can take. It not only gives you free 300 gold boots, okay, but on top of that it gives you 10 flat movement speed. And if you guys don't know, movement speed as a stat is something that you can't necessarily get throughout the game, and anytime someone gets an extra 5 movement speed on their buff patch, you know that champion is going to be very, very good. Movement speed is a very underrated stat in League of Legends, okay? So yeah, definitely take Magical Footwear. And also what's really nice about it is that if you get any sorts of like early first blood kills and whatnot, it just reduces it by 30 seconds. So you can get your tier 1 boots really early if you get lucky. You then want to take Minion Demonetilizer. Now on Talon, this is arguably one of your more important runes to take because it allows you to one-shot the wave at the earliest level 7 but guaranteed level 9. Okay, so make sure to take Minion Dema. Okay, you then want to take Cosmic Insight. This is just going to give you some nice summon a spell haste on your flashing your TP, and then on top of that it also gives you a bit of item haste, which is always nice. Stuff like your Edge of Night or Yoma's Ghostblade if you decide to take that. Then for your secondary runes, you want to take Manifold Band and Absolute Focus. These two runes really help you out in lane. With the Absolute Focus, it just gives you some extra AD for everything in the game. So obviously clearing, dealing damage, etc. And then Manifold Band is just really nice because as Talon, you will be put into very bad matchups where you need to just spam W. And you guys will experience where you don't have a lot of mana. So having Manifold Band just helps you out a lot, okay? Now with this rune page, you then want to pair it with your build, okay? And with the build, you want to always rush Dustblade. If you're doing a First Strike setup, I recommend you just take Dustblade every single time as your mythic item, okay? Now you can make arguments for stuff like Eclipse and Ghostblade, but obviously with First Strike you're going for an assassin one-shot playstyle, so the best item to take for your mythic is going to be Dustblade, okay? After that, I always like to take Prowler's Claw because with Talon, you scale really good with 2 lethality items in towards the 15 to 20 minute mark of the game. And Prowler's Claw just gives you a lot of upfront damage. If you go for your flower combo, which I'll show you guys now. Oh wait, I wasn't in range. Let me do that again. We'll just wait for the passive marks. But let me just show you guys the text. So after dashing, which is your Q, blinking or exiting stealth, which is your ultimate, your next auto attack is going to deal additional damage, okay? So obviously if you're going for the flower combo and you proc your passive, not only do you get an auto attack in, you get your Prowler's Claw in, and you proc your bleed, which is just going to give you a lot of damage, okay? So I'll show you guys now. Like, you're just going to deal a lot of damage, okay? Now, once you get these two items, you then want to go for your Sealder's Grudge. And the reason why you want to get your Sealder's Grudge as your third item, and not like Edge of Night or, Axiom Arc, another lethality item, basically, is because usually at the 20-minute mark, every single champion has enough armor where if you stack a lot of lethality, you're dealing less damage. So you want to make sure you get Sealed Grudge so you can actually continuously deal damage. And having the 30% armor penetration is going to help you cut a lot of armor against every champion that you're going to be up against, okay? Then after that is pretty much situational. So if you feel like you might get damaged a lot, you want to take Edge of Night. You could take Axiom Arc if you feel like you need to be relying on your ultimate. You could take more Mormorius. You could take Black Cleaver. You know, you could just mix and match stuff, obviously. And then once you get your 5th item, I like to always get Black Cleaver as a 5th item if I haven't bought it already. It just gives you a lot of true damage, basically, because, you know, 30% on penetration here, 30% here, and then you got like what? How much lethality at that point? 46. So you're going to be dealing true damage, basically, okay? And then obviously I can't get boots because I got magical footwear, but once you get your tier 1 boots, you then want to upgrade it into Ionian with this build. You could, if it gives you a lot of value, you could go Merc Treads, but I would kind of stay away from that because you just want to stack a lot of ability haste, and you know, ability haste right now is super OP. But that's pretty much it with the first strike setup. This is the build that I would recommend you to run almost every single game if you're playing mid lane Talon. There are certain games where you can run Conqueror, and just to let you guys know, I'm not gonna explain it just because there is a lot of nuance to it. But if you go Conquerors, you want to make sure to build. Hold on, let me just go into shop so you guys can see, okay? So I already know the Conqueror page off by heart, but what you do is you run Conqueror as your keystone. You then want to take Triumph. You then want to take either Alacrity if there's no CC, but if there is CC, you take Legend Tenacity. You then want to take Coup de Grace or Last Stand, is it? Yeah, Last Stand. One of the two, whatever's personal preference. And then for your secondary rune page, you want to make sure to take Minion DMAT, and you also want to take Magical Footwear. And then with the build, with Conquerors, I like to always go for Eclipse. Then I always go Black Cleaver, and then I usually get either Steel Caps or Treads, because usually with this build you're being a very bruiserish kind of assassin, so having more resistance is just going to pair well because you're going to get a lot of health. You get a shield here, you get health here, let's say you get Steel Caps or Treads here, and then after that you then kind of want to start going into more of a bruiser-ish kind of build. So something that I like to do is once I get Black Cleaver, I like to go Edge of Night and then Death Dance. And usually with this build, you have what, 12% armor penetration, but obviously 30% if you stack it with Black Cleaver. You still have a bit of lethality off of Eclipse and Edge of Night, which gives you like what, 22 lethality, which is not too bad, especially if you need 2 lethality items with Talon. And then with Steel Caps and Death Dance and the extra health from Edge of Night and Black Cleaver, you're going to have a lot of effective health. So you won't be getting one shot in team fights. You can get a lot of good combos, and you can stack your Conqueror as well. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any sorts of questions with the build, please let me know. I will definitely reply to you guys in the comments. And what I'll do is on my next game, or my next video I should rather say, I'm gonna try and record a proper gameplay guide and just explain to you what I'm doing at every single moment in the game, so you guys can have a better understanding on how to play Talon mid. But with that being said though, guys, my name is Aatrizy. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give a like, subscribe for more videos. Have a wonderful day, Natua. My name is Aatrizy, and I'm out. Peace. Yo guys, so if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give a like and subscribe. Make sure to follow my Instagram at Aatrizy. And with that being said, have a wonderful day, Natua, and I'm out. Peace.